I'm Paul Perkins with the check of your ag weather. After seasonal highs today, we'll be underneath the dome of high pressure for tomorrow as highs warm into the upper 40s to the mid 50s. Sunday, our highs cool slightly to the 40s in behind a weak cold front. The cool down is brief with widespread highs in the 50s on Monday. The weather turning more active from Monday night through Thursday with two areas of low pressure tracking across the plains. Mostly rain with a mix of snow is expected Monday night through Tuesday night with the first low, especially across southern Nebraska and northern Kansas. Rain amounts up to 20 hundredths are possible. A cold front turns our temperatures cooler for the next low. Some accumulating snow appears likely Wednesday through Thursday, although this looks more like a nuisance type event than a major winter storm. Highs drop from the 40s on Tuesday to the upper 20s to the 30s for Wednesday and Thursday. In our long-term forecast, mostly seasonal or near normal temperatures are likely for Wednesday through February 23rd for Nebraska, Kansas, and the nation's midsection. Nebraska and Kansas precipitation indicated to be above normal Wednesday through February 23rd, especially in the mid to late part of next week. The Hastings Weather Service issued their spring flood outlook, and they are expecting a below normal risk for south central Nebraska and north central Kansas. Contributing factors to the low spring flood risk include a variable winter snowpack, lower than normal reservoir levels, and drier soil moisture capable of absorbing plenty of water. Key weather factors influencing the markets include a southern plains rain chance, minimal rain in Argentina, and the continuation of heavy rain in parts of Brazil. The next 5 days, a trio of storms results in wet weather across large sections of the country. The initial storm crossing the southern plains intensifies this weekend over the southeast. Total rainfall could reach 2 to 4 inches from western Florida to the coastal Carolinas, while wet snow may blanket the central and southern Appalachians and neighboring foothills. The second storm early next week delivers rain and wet snow from the southern plains into the Midwest. A third and stronger storm results in widespread precipitation across the western U.S. the first half of next week before it emerges across the plains the mid to late part of next week. In the southern plains wheat areas, next week's storms could produce some much-needed significant precipitation. Lower Mississippi water levels get at least a slight bump from a storm this week and next week's two storms. For central and northern Brazil, soybean harvest and second crop corn planting continue to be delayed by scattered rain and very few breaks from heavy rain. More delays in second crop corn planting are likely in central and northern Brazil, possibly leading to the second crop corn going through pollination in the dry season. Southern Brazil continues to see a trend of pronounced dryness before winter rains arrive next week for a brief period. Argentina has been hot and dry for over a week, resulting in a return of poor conditions for corn and soybeans in various stages of development. Rain this weekend and early next week in Argentina is unlikely to provide much of a boost to soil moisture. Argentina likely to turn dry for later next week. I'm Paul Perkins. That's a check of the ag weather.